So thank you very much everyone for making the effort to come here this evening. This is the first of our series of Masterclass events. I really appreciate all of you very, very important busy people taking some time out of your diaries to come and join us here this afternoon. What we're going to do is we're going to take three different perspectives, and the three of us are going to give you about no more than 20 minutes each on different viewpoints on change, how you can use change within yourselves and your businesses to drive a positive effect. We've taken some time to create also a short introductory video to tell you a little bit more about us as a business. It's never been shown before in the world, and so I'm very glad to you've joined us all here for the world premiere.
The sun rises. A new day. Different to the last? Better than the last? How are you measuring? In business, how can you be sure that you keep learning? Keep inventing. Keep evolving. Only with a clear vision and constant communication can you grow a culture of peak performance. Life is too short to walk the wrong path, and wasted time is wasted money. We help focus attention on the key factors required to drive your team towards success. Work, enjoy, succeed, celebrate. Champers Advisory.
So, thank you. Thank you. So, you know, why put on these series of masterclass talks? I want to give you, a little bit of insight as to the way we think, but a little bit about, our personal motivations, the personal kind of bedrock of the business. It's all about, my personal mission, if you like. It's all around helping businesses and individuals help find out exactly where they want to go, map out a path to get there, and enjoy the journey. So the idea behind these four masterclasses, we've got one today, one in July, one in September, and one in November, is to share our experience and some tools and tricks in order to help you derive more enjoyment and success through your business. So the running order of today, of the next 20 minutes, I really want to touch on the power of routine. We are creatures of habits, and are these habits your friends or your enemies? I'm very passionate about about how wonderful we are as human beings. We've got this amazing ability to do whatever we want, and if you can tap into your inner awesomeness, you've got the ability to do almost anything. And then finally, what we really want to do with these masterclasses is make sure that you go away with something that you can actually action today. I'm very aware that you are going to go and action things tomorrow morning, but I want you to get into the today mindset, because if you go and take away something you're going to do tomorrow, you'll always be doing it tomorrow and it will never get done. So take away something you can get to do today. So routine, it's amazingly powerful within yourself and your business. We are creatures of habits. It's really comforting to know that you've got a very good idea about what you're going to be doing about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You need to build this core of routine and process within your business and yourself, because it gives you this core strength to have a predictable business, to have a predictable life, something that you can really build from. And only with very strong process, very strong core routine and business as usual within your life can you then grow from that. However, we work in a very, very fast changing world. We've never changed, so the world's never changed as quickly as it has before. You'll hear this time and time again. And so that's scary if we're stuck in routine and we're creatures of habit. So what does this mean? Now, Weinstein said that if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And it was Edison that said that he was very, very good, a great proponent of change, and that he didn't find one way to create a light bulb. He found 10,000 ways that didn't work. If you so you need to take a step back every once in a while and not use your own kind of human comfort and love of routine and get lost within there. You need to stand back and take some perspective. But luckily, we're really, really good as human beings at changing and making the most of the world around us. And every so often, we need to look in the mirror. And I'd like you all to look in the mirror right now. I'd like you to think back 6 months. Think back to the person you were on the 16th of January 2016. And think about the big challenges that were in your life. The big worries, the things that were keeping you up at night. What were those big concerns? And then fast forward to today. Are those concerns or worries actually there anymore? Now hold that thought and go back again to the 16th of January. Think about the goals that you had set yourself, what you wanted to achieve over the next 6 months. Have you achieved all of those today? What we very often find is the goals that you have set yourself are far harder to achieve than the worries and you overcoming your worries. Now, why is this, and how can we use this and this knowledge of our own human, the way that we're built? How can we use this in order to drive this positive change into our work? Now, I like to think about these things as these desire lines in your mind. If you're being kept up at night and you're worried about things, you have to change that. It has to disappear from your world. Your mind is absolutely brilliant at finding ways to get rid of those concerns so that you can get on with your life. However, the goals, you don't have to do. They're things you want to do, and that's why they're slightly less, or very often not achieved in the time frame that you set out. So when building a culture of peak performance within your business, you need to work and use this knowledge to build the team understanding of the core purpose of what you're doing within the business. A core and unified understanding that, very possibly has all been created together. If you get the whole team to think about where you're going, why you're doing it, and why the world would be a poorer place if you didn't all achieve this together, and if you're able to get everybody on board the bus with this the same goal in mind, you'll find a way to do it. You can't plan your way through that. And if this agile movement has taught us anything, is that these complicated problems that you're trying to solve, i.e. business growth is a complicated problem. If everybody can know where you're trying to get to and why you're trying to get there, then you're far more likely to solve that along the way. You need to raise this up on everyone's purpose and agenda. And finally, it's really, really enjoyable. What us as human beings really like to do is take a big problem and then all achieve it together. And so, if you can bring the team on this journey, you can start to create these desire lines in your mind, which can be massively powerful within the business. However, it's very difficult to do these things alone. You can get lost, and you need this sense of perspective. This is you, sense of perspective on yourselves here. So you need to hold this mirror up to yourself and work out how you can benchmark yourself against other people around you about your own expectations of yourself. And this is where mentoring, your mentoring and advisors really come into play to help you find that perspective and make sure you've got this clarity of purpose. And as I mentioned at the outset, what we really want to do today is to give you some practical tools that you can take back and make a positive difference in your business today. So, one of the ways that I always do that, and we've got some worksheets that you can take away with you and use as early as possibly practicable, is this idea of kind of looking around and trying to find some inspiration, some best practice around you that you can that you can use immediately. And this is a brief competitor analysis, so a kind of a rapid fire competitor analysis, and this will focus on marketing. And the reason that we want to focus on extracting kind of best practice in marketing from your competitors around this is because this will add a direct impact into the revenue of your business. because the marketing function of a business exists to deliver a repeatable and predictable pipeline of business opportunities that you can then close and turn into revenue. And this is something that can give you immediate benefit. So we're going to leave you with this at the end. I'll talk you through how to use it very quickly now. So you start off with your own business. You start off with your own business, put your own company name at the top left, put your website, put the vision of your business up there so you can make sure that you have a very good idea of your own vision, just to bring more enjoyment and success to the workplace. You click on your pronounced marketing activities. These are the things that you're doing as a business to tell the world what you're doing today, right? You can see today that we're doing events, thought leadership, blogs, video. This is what we're doing. And then you want to work at least kind of 5 to 10 of your competitors or businesses that you aspire to be. And if you can run through 5 to 10 of these, that will give you an actionable list of actions. You can then you can work on straight away. So here, we look at YSC website, their vision front and centre, the world's premier independent leadership consultancy, helping organisations to achieve sustainable success by releasing the power of their people. Their pronounced marketing activities are all, they're very research-led, blog content, curated conferences, they're big on CSR. And what characteristics we want to, emulate of this large organisation? They have conferences involving multidisciplinary partners, and so look out for that coming up next. So this once you've done 5 to 10 of these, gives you a really good actionable list of ways to stay ahead. And there's a sheet here at the end you can take with you. So a brief recap. Routine is amazing. You are a human being, and you really love doing similar things. It gives you this wonderful kind of core strength and predictability in order to kind of grow your business from. You've got to get business as usual process down straight away in order to then grow your business from. We are amazing human beings. Don't forget how awesome you are. If you can tap into that power within you, you can do absolutely anything. There's plenty of examples of how amazing human beings are, but if you can take advantage of getting the fire in your belly, getting a good understanding of purpose, you can drive that through your team, and you can actually achieve anything that you like. And finally, you need to look around, reflect, and find ways that you can communicate constantly. You've got to constantly work with the team, with your teams, to get the right advice, get the mirrors and benchmarks back onto you. Thank you very much.